Hey gang, here is installment number 4 of your core training program for track and field. We're going to start off with a little variation of a prone plank. So this is an exercise we use a lot, but this time the difference is we'll come into our prone plank position and then we'll do a Superman from that. So I'm lifting one arm and the opposite leg. The key is keeping your spine in a neutral position, so I don't want to twist, just to get the balance. I want to stay stable as I do that. And if I'm pretty good at that, then I'll come up, I'll come out with my arm and leg, I'll come back and come down, and then switch to the other side. You can also do it from a push-up position, which adds a little element of shoulder stabilization. This next one's a stability ball reverse lunge to balance. I'm going to step back with my right leg and I'm pushing into the ball with my right hand. So I'm going to step back, and then as I come up into this position, I'm going to really push with my left arm into the ball. And I'm going to balance in that position and try to stabilize as I come up and really fight for it. So I can make it as hard or as easy as I want just by varying how hard I push. And here I was pushing pretty hard, about 95% as hard as I could, and trying to stay square and tall in the torso as I came up into that knee drive position. If you don't have a stability ball at home, no problem, just push into the wall or push into the door frame. The ball is nice because it adds that element of instability, and it actually makes the exercise a little harder for your nervous system. You have to work harder to find the balance point, but don't let it stop you if you don't have it. This is a great functional core strengthening exercise because we're using your upper extremity on one side, your lower extremity on the other, just the way you would when you're running, while stabilizing through the torso. So we're getting you up off the floor into a more functional position for the stability ball reverse lunge to push. This is another dynamic stabilization exercise. This time you're going to use the muscles of your torso, but also the muscles of the hip, and in particular the outside of the hip, to stabilize you. So basically we're just going to do a single leg hop and stick. And you can do it as a 3 count, a 2 count, or a 1 count. So a 1 count would just be a hop and stick. A 2 count would be 1, 2, and stick. A 3 count, 1, 2, 3, and stick. And I'm trying to stick that landing with good alignment. So I'm trying not to let my hips get down. I'm trying not to let my knee fall in. So when I land, I'm trying to get it right there and a definite end point. Sometimes in training, I want you to absorb the landing with the knee. This is one where I want you to, as quickly as you can, absorb that landing and find that base of stability. This is a stability ball kneeling with running arms. So basically, I guess you have to master kneeling on the ball first. I think the easiest way to get on is just hands and knees, press your knees into the ball, and then roll your hands forward and slowly come up into a kneeling position. It does take a little practice. If you have a chair or a desk or something that you can just lightly rest your fingertips over, that might make it a little bit easier to get the balance initially, but really if you just practice a couple days, you'll get it no problem. So once you're comfortable with the kneeling, you're going to stay tall in your torso, just like a rope is pulling through the top of your head, with a good running arm action. And you're going to try to keep your torso nice and still. If you're running and getting lots of movement side to side, or bringing your arms across your body at all, the ball is just going to magnify that a little bit. Once you're good at that, and you've mastered it without weight, then just grab fairly light weight, starting with 2 pounds, working up to maybe 5 pounds, and same thing, staying nice and strong in the torso as you go through a good, proper technical running arm technique.